Welcome to the 14-day Fall Back on the Wagon challenge here in Ditch the Diet. I'm so excited to be working with you for the next couple weeks. I encourage you to make use of the group chat and of the group as much as possible. Let us know how you're doing. Check in with me every day either in the group chat or in the group. I want to know how you're doing. So whenever we get started on a challenge, everybody wants to know, what should I be eating? And they want a menu plan, they want a meal plan, they want to know how many calories to have. It's not the way I work. We're ditching that diet mentality. I want you to be able to enjoy your food again and not have to eat with huge restrictions. I'm all about balance, learning that when you have a piece of cake, you don't have that giant corner piece with all the icing. If you really want the icing, have a little piece with all the icing. It's all about portion and balance and control. It's not about cutting out entire food groups or cutting out the foods that you love. I want you to enjoy the foods that you love. So that being said, if you are a calorie counting person, I personally eat between 1,200 and 1,900 calories a day. How does that help you? And I consistently lose weight. As of the day of this video, I am 2 pounds away from having lost 100 pounds. So you can lose weight by eating. Here's the basic premise of how I eat. I got this from a dietitian years ago. I sow this all the time. Half your plate is vegetables or fruit. A quarter of it is your starches, and a quarter of it is protein. I prefer, if you're going to have carbs / starches, that you try and stick with the whole grain ones. And remember, this is one portion. This is not. So if you're having spaghetti, this or this is not a portion. This, which one? This one. This is one portion of spaghetti. So then you would need to have some salad and then protein right here. The protein, now, obviously, or I'm going to say obviously, but most people put ground beef or ground chicken or something in their spaghetti. So, you know, you might be able to get away with half a plate of spaghetti, but if you're having rice, this is one serving of rice, half a plate of vegetables, and a quarter plate of protein. Keep this in mind for all of your meals. Now, I am going to share with you a checklist to help you make sure that you're getting the right number, the right amount of food. I find that the more fruits and vegetables I eat, the more I get to eat. So there's some days where I may have only had 1,200 or 1,300 calories, but I feel very, very satisfied because I've had a lot of vegetables, a lot of fruit. Those are low-calorie options that if you're feeling hungry, you can eat those and feel satisfied. So I'm going to share a grocery list, which you don't have to stick to this. This is just a suggestion on my part, but it's great. The grocery list helps you take a look at what foods you get to eat instead of what you can't eat. And you can look at all the foods and go, oh yeah, I think this week I'm going to try this, this, and this. And then I'll give you the checklist. You don't have to write down what you ate. Instead, just check off that you got the food groups, because I want you to focus on getting the proper foods in the proper food groups rather than focusing on calories. However, do make sure that you go with the proper portion control. I got these cute little measuring cups at the dollar store, and they have a handle. So I can just reach in. It feels like a scoop, and I just reach in and I can measure half a cup, and it's easy peasy. So that's where we're at today. I'm going to give you some journal prompts to go along with today's lesson, and I encourage you to answer your journal prompts in the chat in the messenger chat or here in the group, okay? I think that's all I have. The journals are going to be really, 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 really important. The clients that work with me that have the most success are the ones who are willing to ask themselves the hard questions and to deal with their mindset. Those are the ones who are seeing the most success, that are losing weight and not putting it back on. They're losing weight consistently. So the journal is very, very important. It doesn't have to be long. You don't need to go buy a new notebook. You don't need to write pages and pages and pages of answers to the questions. It can be 1 or 2 sentences long, but I want you to write something, even if it's just 1 or 2 sentences. Write something so that you have had a chance to think about the question and formulate an answer. All right? So I'm looking forward to working with you for the next 2 weeks. Please, if you have any questions at all, ask them to me either in the Facebook group or in the messenger chat. And I will talk to you again tomorrow.